This Albion Online guide is all about the ultimate guide to loans, credit, trading, and insurance. Let's get into it. So let's talk about insurance in Albion Online. That's right, Albion Online does have insurance. Insurance is something that you buy into in the case of something happening. And so what is insurance? How does that work in this game? So it is not actually something like real life where you pay insurance and then, oops, I got into a car wreck and now, they cover the costs. Instead, in Albion Online, insurance is the gear that you have either on standby, in the bank, or in storage that will allow you to continue to not go completely bankrupt, that will allow you to continue to play the game. So let me show you a few forms of insurance. If you're a brand new player, investing some of your early income into a basic gathering set is a form of insurance, assuming that you don't take that gathering set out into the red or the black zone and die with it on. So by always having a backup set of gathering gear, preferably the highest tier and best gathering gear that you can possibly afford or use based on your character's specializations and level, is what you should have on standby. And if you ever do go broke, then all you have to do is put on your insurance set and then go out and gather, and you'll make money, you'll make silver, you'll be able to get back into the game, and you'll never, ever, ever be in a situation where you either have to card swipe to pay back into the game, or you'll never be in a situation where you have to pick up rocks off the ground and beg in the streets for a basic mount set. So now let's talk about loans in Albion Online, and a lot of people are going to tell you that whenever you buy gear, you're basically on loan, because the way this game works is in full loot PvP zones. When you kill a player, like for instance, my 6-1 Bear Paws killed this 8-3 Blazing Staff user, that he was just on a loan on his gear. And while that is somewhat true, it's not entirely the case if you are staying in safe zones. For instance, if I never leave and go to a full loot zone, the gear is basically permanent. It's not a loan, but if you do decide to go to a full loot PvP zone, you need to consider that the gear you are wearing and the equipment that you have is a loan. But at the same time, if you are a new player and you're not going into the full loot PvP zones, your gear is also kind of, sort of on loan, but in a good way. And let me explain. So what this means is that, like, say you're leveling up, and if you followed my starter guide, I will have told you at some point to buy the 5.3 Curse Staff, which I have one right here. Well, once you eventually play the game longer, you level up your mastery to level 100, and you no longer need a 5.3 Curse Staff because you're not going to bring this to a full loot zone. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But at the same time, yeah, you paid money for this thing. You paid silver for this 5.3 Curse Staff, which is currently on West worth 367,000. Back in the day when you were a new player, you took out a loan of your silver to buy that. And later on down the line, since you no longer need it, you can then sell that item back and possibly make more silver or not. It really depends what the interest might be of sorts. But essentially, look at your gear as you level up as a loan. And remember, I talked about gathering gear earlier, so if you went out gathering with like a tier 4 set and you bought that tier 4 Avalonian skinning knife, which you should, well, when you hit tier 5, you then sell that tier 4 Avalonian skinning knife back into the game's, markets, and you get your loan back. That's what a loan essentially is. You're borrowing, the equipment for now, and you're putting in a little deposit, and then later on, you're, cashing it back in. So that is loans in Albion. So credit. What is credit in Albion Online? Now, it's a little different than what you may think. Credit in Albion Online is simple. At some point in your playthrough, you're going to max out the mastery and hit level 100 in your specializations of your weapons. For instance, here, my Warlock level is mastery level 100. And my weapon levels in, well, every Curse Staff here is level 100. So when that happens, whenever you have this thing right here called auto respec turned on, it's going to take silver for all the fame that you get and turn it into combat, fame, credits. So this is how you build credit in Albion Online. By maxing out your specialization and your mastery level here, not only on your weapons, but your armor, your helmets, your boots, and your offhand, you will be able to build credit in Albion Online, allowing you to spend your credit to further your character's advancement much quicker. It is very, very important that once you secure your finances and you're not starving on the streets, poor and broke, and, just, don't have any money, that you start to build your Albion Online credit. And once you build that credit, you don't have to waste time toiling away, grinding endlessly to make ends meet. So let's say like I have these Sandals of Purity and I don't want to go out and fame farm to get these to level 100 specialization. I can just spend my credit that I have earned because I'm a good boy and I'm earning credit and max it out instantly. The more credit you have, the better, and it will make the game so much smoother and easier, and it will make you much more powerful within the game. So, you see all these other Twitch streamers and YouTubers, and when they open their Destiny board, they have no credit built at all. I'm sitting on 50 million Combat Fame credits. So, yeah, that is credits in Albion. That is credit. That is building your credit. Now, trading is a whole different monster, and trading wraps everything that we've talked about so far. If you are good at trading, you can make lots of money. You can even build credit by buying Combat Fame tomes and spending that and getting the credit that way. With lots of good trading, you will have even more insurance in case something bad happens. And yes, it all ties together. It really, really does. So, when you open the trade, and let's type home of now let's type in Bear Paws, and we'll type in like tier 6.1, why not? Alright, so you can look at the trade history to see if, well in this case, it's pretty flatlined, so, well let's check out the 4 weeks. So you can see here that about 24-25 days ago, there was a huge slump, a huge dump in the Bear Paws market, okay? The bear market. And as you can see, it goes up and it goes down. A bull run and I don't know what it's called when it goes down, okay? But essentially, trading is hyper important in this game. It is very important that you sell, if you are the owner of the Bear Paws, it is very important that you sell high and you buy low. So if I was to buy just yesterday, I would have only spent 246,000 silver, but if I sold it today, I would have earned 285,000 silver, after taxes and fees, of course. And by using the trade markets, by trading, I would be able to not only build my credit easier, I would also, not need to take out as many loans, and I would have more insurance in case something bad happens. And so, the most important thing in Albion Online, to conquer Albion Online, as the title states, is to work on those 4 things: loans, credit, trading, and insurance. That's the video. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about loans, credit, trading, or insurance, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to know more about this video, join my Discord. If you want to learn all of the trade secrets, the trading secrets that will make you rich, those videos are hidden behind members-only videos. What is that? If you click the join button down below this video, it is $5 a month, and these videos are too good for the public. It would ruin the markets if I made them public, so they are for members only. But with that said, it's a little bit of a different Albion Online video. But with that said, thank you so much. Leave a like and click the video on the right side of your screen. If you don't, you're going to get caught in one of these situations where you constantly look in the fridge and nothing looks good to eat. And then a couple minutes later, you'll lower your expectations, open the fridge again, look around, nothing will still look good. And then that's going to be your whole day. It's just being indecisive about what to eat. So yes, that concludes this video of trading, of the ultimate guide to loans, credit, trading, and insurance. Thank you.